Hey, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain. The Maddest and the Baddest talk show. I want to understand this talk show is a talk show with a difference. So make sure you subscribe to Pinky and the Brain. Take over the world. Right, that's it. Ninja food for that.
It's me, Honeybee. Open the door, dear.
Where you come from this time of morning?
I was just by the corner with them boys sip a juice.
Juice? And we have so much juice here, you don't come drink none?
Darling, open the door.
Wait, is when that for your color? Lipstick?
Wait,
Dear
no,
God,
no,
just go back
no.
which part you come from.
Oh, my commanding wife, she wants to destroy my life. Oh, my commanding wife.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh my God.
To the Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. I'm your girl, Press DJ Team along. I can't drink. I had too much to drink. I'm your girl, Press DJ TM. You heard what I said?
What was you drinking?
Press DJ Team. But it's all in good fun. So I'm your girl, Press DJ TM, alongside my co-host Platinum.
Platinum, the money making machine.
Platinum, the money making machine, and I am the brain.
Yes, and I'm Pinky.
He's Pinky.
Yeah.
And we are welcoming you to the Pinky and the Brain Talk Show.
Every day I hope and pray this diner will go away.
So Platinum, tell us, you were missed last week. You escaped for a hot minute.
Yes.
I hope you had fun. Everything went well?
Yes, I was on United Airline.
Oh gosh, you're giving all the info. I'm trying to just smooth it in, but you intend to let people know that you had traveled.
Yes.
All right, Platinum.
Let them know, sir, the money making machine traveled.
Oh my gosh. All right. So your trip went well.
Yeah, it was sexy. The trip was, everything about the trip was sexy.
And everything for you is always
Sexy.
all right. Great. Excellent. All right. Well, tonight, as always, we're sitting here, Penth floor. What happened to me tonight?
I don't know. Yeah.
Penthouse 6th floor.
Probably you're thinking of somebody. Somebody's on your mind.
Probably.
Wow.
Money.
What? Don't you got a lot of that? You're
No, you're gonna make me get in problems on social media.
Yeah.
Please, the last thing I need is problems. So let's leave it alone.
All right.
So we're sitting here,
Leave that alone.
Penthouse 6th floor, and of course, you know what?
Yeah.
Can't see the New York City skyline tonight.
Well, I wonder why.
Because it's foggy and everything has been blocked up and everything. Wow, the weather is horrible.
Yeah, the weather horrible tonight.
Horrible.
But not that cold.
No, it's not cold, but the fact is that you can't really see, outside beautifully,
Yes.
as we normally do.
So,
Right?
So,
Right. So without further ado, we have our program here to run 10 to 11. Sometimes it's 10 to 10:55 depending. We have a nice lineup tonight. We have our conversation, our topic, which we are discussing, and we have a missing person segment
Yes.
that we're going to take a quick look at, and then maybe open our phone lines and so forth. All right. So without further ado, let us begin. And I have, I always try to tell the listener what the people who are looking, the listeners and so forth, hoping that everything is working out for you, hoping that you're staying positive, hoping that life has been fruitful, and despite the negativity, you're kicking down doors and trying to make sure that everything is running smoothly.
yes, definitely.
And you know how much I love.
All right. So let me get into myself. You know what I think? I was a bit tired today.
Me too.
Yeah, right. You know?
What left me a twin?
I don't know. Pinky and the Brain, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I was a bit tired today, but I insisted I have a program to do. We have a commitment, so we had to be here.
Yes.
So maybe I'm in and out, but I'm still pushing forward despite.
yeah,
Right?
true,
So viewers,
true.
I'm letting you know I'm a bit exhausted, but I have a commitment and I have something to get done, which is a show, and we are here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So our topic for tonight, Platinum. You want to take a try at it? Do you remember?
All right. May try.
Very good.
All right. Okay. And if I don't deal with it, the level
You
where-
know, I'll hold your hand and I'll guide you through.
Wow,
Yeah.
you hold my hand
Yeah, and hand
Them
guide
on
you
the-
through.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, so them on your tough.
That's why the brain is here to guide Pinky.
Wow.
All right, so
All
let's
right.
hear.
All right. Do controlling women make a good point?
Oh gosh, applause.
Yes, Jesus. That means I can't read enough. My reading skill is up.
Excellent, excellent. So that is our topic for tonight. We are asking our viewers, and if you're driving and you can't see but you're listening, our listeners, controlling women, do they make good partners in a relationship? Again, the question: do controlling women make good partners in a relationship? That is what we're digging and diving and indulging ourselves in tonight, and it's something that a lot of women may not be that pleased about, because oftentimes we women prefer when the light is being shone on the man.
Yeah.
When everything is being said about the man, and the world is stripping him apart and indulging into his brain and making him look not so nice. A lot of women applaud that because, especially if you're a feminist, right? So
What is a feminist?
a woman who's totally against certain things with men, and within herself thinks she's a man. That's my perspective of being a feminist.
A woman that thinks she's a man? That's
Yeah,
a feminist?
she's against men in many ways, and she stands up for all women. Like women could do this and women could do that and women this and women that and the whole women pie.
Okay, that's a feminist.
Somewhat a wrong way of being a feminist. Now you may have different
so you think the man them is a
definitions. Oh gosh, only Pinky. There was so far, Pinky.
Yeah.
They have not come up with the term manliness.
Oh, they ended. Okay.
So for now, we're staying with feminism
Feminist.
or feminist. Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
She's on. All right.
All right, go ahead.
So that is what we are looking at tonight. That is what we are indulging ourselves into, and the controlling partner, right?
Yeah.
Do controlling women make a good partner? Does she make a good girlfriend? Does she make a good wife?
Well, right now, Prestige, I'll tell you the truth. You are very controlling, and you make a damn good part.
I'm controlling partner.
Yes, you're very controlling, and
And-
you make a damn good part.
That's another topic. I know when I was younger, I had some controlling traits, but as I grew and I flourished, I emerged, I worked on it. I think you're misconstruing my fierceness to get things done and to kick down doors and make sure things are done.
Yes, you're very controlling.
So
but you make a good partner. When it comes out to business,
right.
You're
Right.
You're up.
I think you're mistaken controlling with being professional, Platinum. I'm a professional person with a slight drop of fierceness and maybe a teeny weeny bit of controllingness. Oh gosh, I'm trying to nice it up.
Yeah.
But I would admit maybe when I was younger I had this feistiness about me and thing with men.
You never
But
try to control a man yet?
People take all the stars just to
not maybe lightly, not heavily.
You never bring a relationship over to your next relationship?
Maybe when I was younger. Listen, everything happened so long, and I don't want to deflect myself from the topic. But maybe at one time I had that in my genetics. But as I grew and I faced out, it's not nice. I don't want to be that type of person, right?
Okay.
So let us take a look at a controlling partner, right?
Yes.
A relationship will never be healthy.
Central
If
Station.
both partners
Okay.
have struggle of controlling, right? A healthy relationship with partners have a say in all matters, especially when it comes to making decisions overall. That's a healthy relationship.
Yeah, that's a help.
If within your relationship you cannot, as a man, because we're speaking about women tonight being controlling, as the man, if you cannot have much say and you cannot have much mild control, or well, we don't even want to use the word control. If you cannot be agreeable on a lot of things as a partner and you get an opposition from the woman, you are definitely with a controlling
Woman.
female individual.
Okay.
Right? So we're gonna take a look. If you have a controlling woman, the balance, it tilts. It's on one side.
Yeah.
It's not on the both sides. She becomes very, what's the word, domineering.
Yes.
Right? She will be very domineering, which is the sister of control. Right? So let us take a look at a few things really quick. Some of the signs. So we're paying attention to the signs. We're letting our viewers know that now it applies to men too, but this is more primarily tonight we're dealing with women.
And men,
right?
look out for these signs.
Right? So
right,
platinum. So the men they need to look out for the signs. So sign number one would be she criticizes you a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
That's controlling.
Of course. If a person is criticizing you, it's a sense of controlling, platinum.
But you criticize me a lot.
No, in a positive way.
Platinum, you need to change. You need to groom up. You need to do this. You need to
no, I'm guiding you in order for the show for presentation.
You're very controlling.
You are very sensitive. And your heart is touching your sleeve. Alright, so having problems with things you do and finding faults with everything.
Yeah.
That will be a controlling woman. Also, she wants to know your whereabouts. You know, she calls you constantly. Where are you? What you doing? How you're not back yet?
Wow.
How you've been gone so long.
Yes.
She constantly checks up on you. You are with a controlling woman.
Yes, a Jezebel.
And mind you have to be able to communicate.
Right, true.
God, I'm stop calling people names.
No, me not.
Right? You have to be able. Now, if a man is not given proper communication with his wife or partner, then you're giving her a reason. That's something different.
Yeah.
But if you often give proper communication and you're still getting questioned, and oh my, you have a controlling woman
Right,
because she's
true.
not understanding, right?
Right, true.
She snoops and she plays detective in your personal stuff.
Yes, and go to your phone.
At one time I did that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah, come out of the box, right? True. Don't ask Christ.
When I was in my 20s, you know, we always blame our 20s for everything.
Yeah.
Right? So she snoops and she plays detective. She checking your phone, she following your social media.
Jesus Christ.
Keeping tabs on you. She keeping tabs on your expenses, looking at the bill, looking at this, the accounts, what you spend, what you didn't spend. That is a controlling woman, honey. You're dealing with a controlling individual, right? Also, she thinks she's always right. No matter what you present to her, in her mind, she is always right. Right? She likes to argue.
Yes.
And mile a minute, they call it motor mouth.
Right. True.
She has a motor mouth and she likes to argue. And most times she ends up winning the argument.
Yeah.
Because you know your hands up in the air and you give up.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? Especially if the guy's a soft, subtle, easy-going, laid-back kind of guy.
Like me.
He just puts his hand up in the air and he ends, and she pretty much wins, right?
Yeah.
She makes you feel guilty if you done something wrong in the past. She uses it as an advantage on you. So let's say, for instance, you cheated or you did something bad in the past.
Yeah.
She constantly throw it in your face. Talk about it.
That's a controlling woman.
That comes with a sense of control, because remember, a controlling person have insecurities.
So if a guy cheats on you,
there's a difference. You have to know how to work it out and pass on, right? But there are some women who cannot. And if they're extra insecure, yes, you gave a reason to be insecure. But if you're extra insecure based on past experiences, you find that comes with control. Because you're trying to control that person in that realm where they don't do what the other person did to you in the past. So you will Peter pay for Paul, Paul pays for all.
Yeah, right? That's true, right? True.
So she makes you feel guilty. She puts you on guilt trips and all that type of stuff. She supports you, but she throws it back in your face, right? She
have volley for them.
Oh gosh. She makes to make you fulfill her demands and wishes. Like for instance, she did something for you the last 2 weeks ago, and it involved, let's say, money or some sort of some type of monetary means, and then she asks you for a favor and you come up saying something else, she will throw it back in your face. But look at what I did for you the other day.
Yeah,
look what I right.
I'm sure you play with all our breasts and you say, no, I don't want to play with
the breasts. Oh gosh, how we reach there. Anyway,
play with the breasts them too long.
Platinum, I need to give you a slap. I don't know if they heard the Well, anyway, I'll give it a slash again. Right? So another thing is she plays victim continuously. Despite manipulation skills, she has it really good, right?
Yeah.
Despite if she does something wrong, she has excellent manipulation skills. She can manipulate you to make you figure that, make you feel bad.
Make you feel like you're
right?
doing something
Right.
Yeah.
She can convince you that she did it for you because she end up making you the villain. She makes you look as a bad person.
Yeah.
Right? She keeps you away from family and friends.
Whoa, she can't do that to me.
A woman who likes keeping you away from your family and friends.
She can't do that to me. No woman.
She can be considered. She is a controlling woman, right?
Yeah.
Now, even if she tries to keep you away from your family and friends, interestingly enough, it's fine for her to associate with her family and friends.
Prestige.
Right? It's fine for her to associate with her family and friends, but it's not fine for you. All right?
I had to take a sip.
All right, take a sip.
Yes, because that happened to me. Whoa.
She feels jealous and she fears losing you. She's very insecure. Right? Mm-hmm. So a controlling woman, she goes along with a lot of insecurity within her inner core.
Yes.
Right? She's often jealous. She doesn't want you talking to this one. She doesn't want you hanging with this one. Why you talk to that woman? She resents you having female friends, honey. And if you see one of your friends on the street, don't dare hug.
And you give them a hug?
No.
You don't hug me like that. God.
No, honey. No.
Never hug me like that.
Okay, see, so that is something. She's very controlling. Mm-hmm. She can also be obsessive. If a man opposes on something strongly, but eventually, he gives in because he realizes she doesn't want to back down, right? So she must get what she wants, or she will make your life miserable. And we often see it with brothers and uncles and fathers and all these different type of stuff.
I got through it. Right through. I got through it.
Wow. Also, she threatens you with everything else. Right? If everything else fails, she gives you ultimatums, or you will face serious consequences.
Yes.
So, like for instance, something went wrong, and she would try to probably use having no sex. It's like a punishment. Mm-hmm. That is a controlling woman. Right?
Yeah, me like that, me like that. Having no sex, me just say, all right. I mean, I snore on nose right through.
Another important thing that you must pay attention for, she has a bad temper.
No. I don't like them woman.
Well, most likely when a woman is controlling, she has a bad temper. Once you point out her mistakes, oh my gosh, all hell breaks loose. She will scream, she will cuss, she will fight, she will attack you should be face.
Oh, you know about that?
I do research.
Mine in a prestige.
Also, she brags about herself in order to make you feel inferior, to make you feel less of a person compared to her.
Yeah.
Right? She likes to brag about herself, She will brag about her family. She will brag about her achievements. Like she has a bachelor, she has a master, she has a doctorate. Look at you. You didn't even complete high school, or you just have a GED, or you just have whatever. She will put you down as much as she can. Why you want to be with a woman like that?
Does she have money? Oh, a phone call coming in?
Hold on. No, that's probably, I didn't hear a phone call coming in.
Okay.
Right. So, yes, and like if she has money and stuff and you well, not all, but most times, she would throw that in your face and make you
If she have money, right through, she can control me right through if she have her money.
Okay.
Control me, baby.
All right.
The cook for you. Wash your panty and wash. No, me not wash her panty. Me wash her brassiere. Right, through.
Oh my God.
As long as she give me her money.
Okay. Very good. Nice. Right. So, she doesn't have any respect for you. That is clear as day. A controlling woman, she has absolutely no respect for you true. Or your privacy.
Yeah, I saw that happen with my friend.
Right? And your privacy in the sense of you have no right to your personal space. Mm-hmm. And even if a couple is married, each person still has a right to their little own personal space.
Right.
Like a man could have his little man cave that he relaxes and unwinds and all these different things. You don't necessarily have to go in his phone. Especially if he has nothing to hide,
Right.
right? But even if she figured him out, oh my gosh, she does not give you a personal space. She does not respect you. She doesn't allow you no time for yourself. She doesn't want you to stray, right? Because she's trying to keep you in the leash.
Yeah.
Right? Because again, past experiences, right? So she
Yes.
tries to keep you under her thumb. She tries to keep you on a leash. It's only about control. And also she controls sexual intercourse. Right? We touched on that before. So again,
She controls sex.
she controls it because maybe she wants a certain thing, you didn't give it to her, you didn't provide it, she said no sex. Right? She wouldn't cook because you probably got upset with her, you guys not speaking. She wouldn't do laundry. She's just stopped doing everything for you entirely, including sexual intercourse. That's a controlling woman because it's fight of what? That's being childish. Just do what you have to do because you're denying the man his rights.
And the right and what is
To
right?
have intimacy with your husband, to cook for your husband, to do laundry, to keep up everything.
But if it's if,
I'm not saying that he owns you or he claims you, but as a couple, it's the man's right to be offered these things.
suppose it's his girlfriend.
It's the same thing. It's a couple. What if he's grooming you to turn you from girlfriend into wife? You're pretty much lost. Because most men, they monitor you first, making a smart man making a decision if he's going to turn you into a wife. Because before that, you had to be a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of women lost out because based on their actions and behavior and controlling narcissism and narcissistic behaviors, the guy booted out because nobody wants a controlling woman for a while.
Nobody.
Well, let's be clear. A well-rounded, upstanding man. You find a mentally, emotionally weak man will tolerate that. But a man who has a high-value man, a man who has a lot of self-esteem and is highly respected within his career and his community and all these different stuff. And he's at a certain level in his life, and he knows who he is within himself, and he has his confidence and his self-esteem. He's not gonna tolerate a controlling woman.
Some
No
of them
way.
man, some of them man are weak, Prestige. When the door lock and him and the woman that behind the door, right through him get weak. Whereas if I breast them stiff, whoa! You saw some good fun. Whoa! Him gone, him weak.
Your adjectives has amazed me.
Once that door closed, and she and him behind that door,
Right
through. Once she strip, right through and get weak same time.
Okay, all right. Well, for the most part,
And
time.
And the man them where you think weak,
Yeah.
and them man the strong man.
Okay. That's another topic.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna look a little bit at what causes the control, and hold on. I think we have a call coming in here. Yeah. Hello. Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Let me just hold on, caller. Let me just take this off. Hello. Good night.
Yeah, good night. This is Mr. Cool checking in with you.
All right.
All right.
Mr. What's your name again? Mr. Cool?
You love the topic you're discussing tonight. You know, I have a very interesting point, you know, about the whole controlling scenario. You know, back in the day, according to the Bible, it was written that man should leave his home and take a wife and raise a family, be the head of the family. But you know, in this modern society, the tables have been changed, and it seems like the roles have been changed. You know, a lot of people want to switch up on what was written and make it all about the woman controlling the house. And in that essence, this has taken away the role of the man as the leader of the home, and that has certainly changed the way families are surviving today.
Okay, so you're saying the family dynamic it changed, based on the fact that maybe more feminism, maybe more women are being able to be in certain predicaments and positions where they can more advance in life. So instead of being a submissive partner, they just want to control.
Yeah, in certain essence, and the thing is not being submissive, but it is written and in that context that the man should be the head of the home, and it's certainly destroy the family dynamics, as you say, because you can't have two masters in one house.
Right.
That's definitely not going to work. And even God said you cannot worship two masters. So if the creator of the earth has said that, who are we to change, what he desired of us?
Right. Would you agree or disagree that based on a man's level in life, based on his accomplishments, based on his self-esteem and his ego and everything else, especially if he's a high-value man, do you think he would tolerate a controlling woman or not?
I believe that, a man was made or was taught to be the ruler of the house. When you say ruler, I mean he's supposed to take care of the home. So any man who's in a situation where, the woman seems to be controlling the home, it kind of strips him of his true responsibility that he was made to perform in the home. And therefore that can affect the children as well. Because if you see your father being controlled by your mom, how are you going to grow up? What are you going to, especially a young lady, what is she going to be looking for? What's going to happen to her when she grows up?
Okay. All right. Where are you calling us from, sir? What location?
I'm calling from a base.
You're calling from a base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been controlled by a woman? A woman ever control you?
No, I never been controlled by a woman because I know how to choose a mate when I do.
Have a woman ever bring her relationship over into into the relationship she has with you?
No, 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 no. I think one of the things that we got to do is when we meet someone and try to approach that person in a way that you're looking for, relationships, we have to look for the values that we want in that person. So our decision making and the way our life will turn out is based on what choices we make.
Okay. All right. Well, sir, thank you very much for your contribution. We highly appreciate your time, your efforts, and your opinions and views. Okay.
And you want to big up anybody out there, a friend, a family, a girlfriend, or
I want to big up the world, because I'm Mr. Cool,
Okay.
and the world is cool.
Mr.
And
Cool. It's
All
not
right.
cool, man.
have a great time.
All right, thank you.
All right. Well, thanks again so much. All right, and keep it locked, and just keep being a regular viewer and listener. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
That's so awesome.
All right. Bye bye. Nice.
Bye.
Mr. Cool talks cool.
Mr. Cool
Cool
is
is
cool. He
cool.
probably drinks I wonder if he drinks Kool-Aid to keep extra cool.
Right, Joe. Mr. Cool said, it come from the Bible.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? We also have this little
Bible now work again, Mr. Cool.
right? Oh my gosh. No, well, we still appreciate his input, and he
Them new-
shared his views, how he feels based on the matter that we are discussing.
Them new
Right.
girl, them new woman in the new society and new
Right.
age of 2023,
Right.
the Bible now work again. So you have to take it out of the Bible and start think different now. As some cyberspace girl, them here now.
Oh my.
Yeah, right,
Oh
true. Them
my.
girls are some ready for party. What
Yeah.
you?
Oh,
where you
wow.
depend? We not depend where you depend. I'm ready for turn up.
Wow. So before we go back into discussing, about controlling women, we have to do our missing person segment, which we started incorporating from last week,
Yes.
right? And we stated that it doesn't matter what part of the globe you reside, where you're from, human trafficking it's a very big thing throughout the world.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in St. Vincent, as where this young lady is, and next thing you see her in Venezuela, Jamaica, Guyana, Africa, China, somewhere, right? So it's a very, you know, it's a very hurtful thing because we all have families, right? And we would like to get a call when you see our family is missing, right? So on the screen we have Zaria Ashton, and this young lady, she is in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? She is 15 years old, and she is missing. I think they say she was last seen on 21st of March,
Wow.
2023, right? She was wearing a dress with a pink lining and a white sneakers, right? So she is on the screen there. She's stoutly built, dark in complexion, and has her hair pulled up in one, and she's 5 feet 4 inches tall, right? So anybody out there in St. Vincent, if you pass through and you happen to see this, we're looking for Zaria Ashton. No matter what part of the globe you are, and you click onto YouTube and you notice this, maybe Zaria is in some location where you are in some part of the world, and you said, "Wow, listen, I saw this young lady on the Pinky and the Brain talk show."
Yeah.
And if she's from St. Vincent, apparently she's over here in Kenya or what, Jamaica or wherever.
She could be in the United States.
Because they kidnap these young women and they trade them. I mean, it's a trade. They make money.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not saying that she's trading or she's human trafficking. She's missing. But the way things are going now, you don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Good. So if you know if you happen to glimpse or see her, you want to contact, you could call the South Central Division Police in St. Vincent at 1784-458-4200. Again, it's the missing person, Zaria Ashton, 15 years old, from St. Vincent. We don't have a particular area in St. Vincent, and she was last seen on March 21st, 2023. And you're asked to call the South Central Division Police at 784-458-4200. And also they use 911 or 999 in St. Vincent.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So that is Zaria Ashton. And sometimes young girls run away because of situations in home. Sometimes it's a personal, and sometimes they're really kidnapped.
And sometimes them have look a man.
Oh gosh, Platinum, please be sensitive. We know you could say it nicer than that.
Yeah, no. No, I can't say it nicer than that.
Okay.
But it's the truth.
I know it's the truth, right?
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, so it's across the screen here, missing person, Zaria Ashton, 15 years old, from St. Vincent, last seen on March 21st, 2023. And you ask to call the South Central Division Police at 748-458-4200.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So let's jump back. We leave this running for a little bit. Let's jump back into the sauce.
Yeah.
And
let's jump back into the sauce.
So before the caller called in, I was going to take a look at
Mr.
what causes Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool.
If he's a girl, lick him chip,
Oh,
so
cool.
that's why I'm just smooth. Lick Mr. Cool chip. Mr. Cool is cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But you seriously you need to stop. Poor Mr. Cool. But
One time you'd have unlimited, now you have no unlimited.
uh-huh.
Yeah, you have 300 minutes
Okay.
available. Chip leak.
All right, so let's take some quick, what causes the control with a woman, right? The control can come from some underlying health issue, right? She probably could have faced abuse or betrayal in the past that left a negative impact and affected her mentally. And again, being in a relationship, either being abused, being cheated on, cannot, didn't have the opportunity to trust the individual, and they treated her in such a way. So when she steps into the new relationship, she comes in with a force, with a venom.
That's why she bring her past into the new relationship.
Right, exactly. That's what they call it. Bringing your past into the new relationship, which is not good. It's not healthy.
I had that done to me.
Right. Because then how are you guys going to pull through? How are you going to have a successful relationship?
That's right.
Right? It doesn't work. It can also be she does not depend on you. You know those women who I think I'm kind of guilty. You know. No,
Talk about
I'm
yourself.
real.
Yeah,
I'm real.
yeah, talk
She
about
doesn't
yourself.
depend on you to get things done,
Mm.
right? She does not like the way you do it, so she takes over and she does it.
Yeah.
I had that disease at one time, but it's curing.
When you come in, your curtain change.
Yeah.
You go in the bathroom, everything changing at the bathroom. You go in your bedroom, you change the sheet by your bed. That's weird. How about this?
Right.
You throw out all your shoes them where you used to wear, to throw them out, to say them they're all. I said, so my shoes there. So I throw them out.
Without asking
Yeah,
you.
without asking you.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is some form of a woman being controlling, right?
Yeah.
And again, a lot of it is underlining it's trust issues.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody, trust is the disease, the terminator of control.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if you develop a fear, would he leave? Would he this? Would he cheat? Would he that? So you're just on him, like we say white on rice.
Yes.
Right?
I like that. Right, Pammy, baby. Right, Pammy. White pan rice.
So, in a nutshell, you kind of like having a controlling woman to a degree.
I had a controlling woman.
Okay, and what happened?
It drove it. I mean, the first time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I had How can I explain it? I'm coming in from work. She's at the front door waiting on me. How we used to live together.
Okay.
I'm coming in from work. She at the front door waiting. Outside. Waiting on me. So one day I'm coming in and I saw it and I dressed back. And went into the bushes and I was there for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
And God damn, what the hell is going on?
Right, you got scared.
Yeah. And I was just there for 15 minutes thinking like, God damn, is this month? Oh, no, let me curse.
Right, well, it's not the platform.
Yeah. I'm wondering if she is a psycho.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the ending result?
All right, the controlling part come now when she start go through my phone.
Right.
She start go through my email. Change out my password in my email.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She start calling me every minute. When I look on my phone, 25 missed call.
Wow.
One number. You say weird. Nobody else don't know me. How are this?
Wow.
One number goes go straight down.
Right.
You come off of work. By the time I reach home, say I stop.
Mm-hmm.
Go at the store to get some.
Mm-hmm.
They know what time I reach home. They're supposed to be home 10:30.
Wow. It's like a child.
Yeah, you come
Right.
10:32.
Mm-hmm.
I just say, it don't take you that long. You regular reach home at 10:30 and you home 10:32 where you stopped off at.
Right.
What?
Right. And it's uncomfortable because nobody can live like that. No right thinking person can live and function like that.
Yes. Whole heap of things, man. Whole heap of
Right.
things. And them call down your phone every minute. As I come off of work, your phone ring. Yes, weird.
It's
How
blood.
I go and listen?
Wow. Yeah.
And you don't answer, you go to boop and lick the button.
Right.
And you keep driving and you hear your phone and ring. You go to boop. And by the time you answer your phone, I say, what the hell do you want?
Right. Right.
And by the time you hang up, them a call back.
Right.
And I say, how I go and listen? Lick your chip. And the phone stop work.
Oh my gosh.
And the
it's
battery gone down.
I
That's
know
weird.
it's really heart wrenching.
Yes, wicked man.
And it's something that even I as a woman, having a controlling man, that's like a monster in disguise. It's not a good thing. It doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth. And for women out there, because look at the time, wow, pretty soon we'll be logging off. For women who are in a relationship and you are controlling, I think you have to work on yourself first. Do not get involved in a relationship if you know you're a controlling person. It goes for man or woman, but tonight we're dealing with women. It is not because you're not whole. And a relationship, in order for it to strive and to be successful, it needs to whole person.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to become whole, you have to set aside, push everybody aside and work on yourself. And then you can meet a whole person like yourself and you find it will mesh better. But the minute in a relationship, you have 1 3/4 full, 1/2, and the other one is whole, this is where the control stuff is going to come in, because more than likely that person has some type of toxicity. They have a toxicness in them. There's a past that haunts and plagues and plays over them.
Yes.
And they are going to be disruptive within themselves.
Right, true.
They are not comfortable or happy within themselves.
Right,
I know
true.
misery loves company.
Mm-hmm.
So they are going to pull you in.
No, we're not ask Christ. We are tell you.
Right? And a lot of men, based on the looks and the prettiness and the buttocks and the shape and all these different things, it's a disguise. They get tantalized by that. And they see certain things, but they still jumped in. And then when you got into the relationship with the woman, you say she's controlling. But in the beginning, you were seeing signs like Platinum, you just indicated.
Yeah.
You saw signs in the beginning, and then what did you do?
What me do? I just sail through it. Because
Exactly.
it's pretty and nice.
Right.
I mean, like her.
Yeah, but you couldn't stay. The relationship couldn't be fruitful. You guys never...
No.
Exactly, because you jumped ship.
Yeah.
Right. At least you had sense.
Yeah.
Now, some men would stay with that based on the looks, and they would get married to her. And then it's more bacchanal, as we say in Trinidad, more drama.
And you know, so I nearly get married to her.
Wow.
Right, true. Me not ask Christ about it.
So
You never buy the ring.
Yeah.
You never buy the ring, but right,
You had it
true.
in thoughts.
Yeah.
You had the plan to marry her. You had the plan to marry her, yeah. So we almost had a Mrs. Essington.
Yeah, but
Wow.
no, it's actually bring our past relationship
It embellished
over
everything.
in a my thing.
Right.
I mean, I say, where that I go in a my thing.
Right.
And a my thing that, leave that over there.
Right.
And all me get to find out,
Mm-hmm.
when I see the woman start go crazy. Crazy for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, wait, something wrong, because I know I not sex that woman here. I not give her the right sex. I give her half a sex. Because I not go full 100. I just give her half a sex, 50% of the
Yeah,
sex.
because eventually, based on the person's attitude and behavior, you start to get turned off, you know.
Yeah, I start water down my sex.
And you're not, you dilute it.
Yeah, I dilute my sex.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you get turned off. You're not into the person and because they're driving you away.
Yeah.
Instead of pull the person in, you're driving the person away. And that is what often happens. And then eventually with most men, a lot of men, when they're in that type of relationship, they will start to stray and jump out and they will start to cheat. Even if they weren't doing it, because you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing,
Yes.
they're going to fall off the cliff and they end up straying and cheating. Sometimes they leave you.
Yeah.
Or maybe if they're married, they may stick around. They just have you there in the house doing whatever wifely duties, but they have their peace of mind outside, which is the side chick they go to.
Yes, that's true. And to the man, you guys are looking, when you fall into this toxic relationship, you have to pull your partner aside and ask questions. Ask questions. Do not let this thing pull you down. You have to pull your partner to the side and ask questions. What happened in your past relationship? And then they're gonna start to explain themselves. Make sure you get that out of them. If you don't
Right.
get that out of them, it's time for you to leave.
Right. And you know, some people say your past is your past. I don't believe in that. There are certain things about the past that I figure I must know, and it has to do with certain behaviors and certain attitudes in your past relationship. How did you deal with a disruption in temperament? How did you deal with disrespect? All those type of stuff. It's a filter, if you will, to have an idea of what's going on and what you would get from that person. And then we pay attention to signs. The minute you're dealing with someone and you're talking to someone, and then you see them getting upset very quickly, that is a form of control. People who get angry very, very fast are controlling people.
Yeah. What about a woman that tells you, don't come to our house?
That is controlling because you are not a child. How can you tell a man don't come to his... Now, it's a different if we're dating and you're trying to make the man develop respect for you. That's different. A man must have a certain time that he goes to your house and he leaves, right?
Yeah.
Now, the minute you're a full-blown couple and you're going to living together or you're married,
Yeah.
the man in his right mind, once he's a full man, he's not a little boy, he would know to have a certain respect of level, and he would know, well, it's my wife, it's a certain time. She don't have to tell me. I know when to roll in. But the minute the woman have to say, oh boy, that's your mother.
Oh. But if
Yeah.
it's not your wife? What if it's not your wife?
Well, it's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe because I say girlfriends are the ones who turn into wives if the man put the signature on that. Right. But if it's your girlfriend, you maybe need to sit down and have a conversation with her and let her know, well, you don't appreciate, you don't like the way she's treating you like a child. And again, that would come from the girl maybe having trust issues. So if you're seeing that, you know she already have trust issues, why would you pursue a relationship with her? Because she is going to be on your back and your tail.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new from you.
She's going to be on your back and your tail. And when you get into it, like most men, you'll be like, OMG, but it's too late, especially if you're married, right? So a woman can be putting tabs, and especially if you're not married, it can be putting tabs and monitoring and investigating and following. There are some men, those are controlling men, will tell you that they don't like a woman who drives, who if she has a car, because that's a controlling man. He already knows, especially if he's a street runner, that she has the ability to jump into her car and try to find his spots and roll up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Now, that's a man who likes to control, and also a man who is in the streets doing his thing. Maybe he's not, but you understand? So it could be kind of similar for females, right?
Yeah.
She has her own car, but in this instance, she is following you around. She's monitoring. And there's a difference if you give somebody something to be conscious about and to monitor and to pay attention to. But if you know you're a man you're playing a clean slate and you're playing it right, and there's nothing for her to be bothered about, and you prove that to her, but that insecurity within her from her past is still whooping. It wouldn't make a difference.
Yes.
She will still be on you.
Right, true. Right, true.
If your phone rings, she has an issue.
Right,
if
true.
your partner roll up, pop up, ping honks the horn, let's make a turn, she has an issue.
Right, true.
Where you going? Stay here. I mean, come on, he has to bring. A man will be more into a woman and behaves himself when the woman gives him freedom with respect.
Talk it again, Prestige. Talk it again. Don't ask twice again.
You got the judge pattern now. Yeah, but the minute you're always on him and you're monitoring and you're digging and you're duffing and you want to be his mother, he only has one mother, right? He only has one mother. You're gonna give him a reason, and he's gonna stand a bong. He automatically is gonna give you something that you're looking for.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
But you don't beat up, you don't call along the phone, you don't this. He might come and say, wait, girl, whole day I left and you didn't call me. Right? I think you would prefer, giving a little call to find out and make sure you're okay, that's fine. But call, she call. When you come and bring her bread, she call back next 10 minutes. Don't forget the eggs. She call back again. Now she's just using these things just to pay attention.
Yeah.
And she might say, what noise is that in the background? I'm hearing some voices. It's a controlling person.
Wow.
What woman is that laughing there, Platinum? That's a controlling person.
I tell her mother.
Oh, God, disrespect.
I tell her mother in her background. Your sister.
Disrespect. Right? But we just wanted to dive into this because it's a big thing going on out there. And a lot of women, I think it's becoming worse because they are so highly independent. And a lot of them are taking care of the home. A lot of them are paying the bills. A lot of them, they have more money than the gentleman they're with.
Yes.
Right? So that within itself gives them a right to be extra independent.
Woman power. Right, true.
Right? And have this feminist attitude. And you end up seeing a lot of them end up being lonely. Because depending on the man's criteria. If he's a Sofiniania kind of guy, he will sit there, he can do better and he'll tolerate it. But not a man, especially a high value man, who is very confident in himself and knows that he can get anybody he wants. And a lot of people respect him in his career and community. He's not going to sit down and tolerate that. Absolutely not. No.
Some of them will.
Well, that's a 1%. Maybe, as you said earlier, behind closed doors,
Yeah.
But for the most part, no. And again, as I said, these women end up by themselves.
Yeah.
Or if they stay in the relationship, it's hell break loose in the home because it's cat and dog. It's like brother and sister.
Yeah.
And maybe they're putting on a front for people on the outside, for family and friends, But then sometimes it shows. You could see, and I think, especially if you have children in the house going on with this type of behavior, it affects the children, as the caller said earlier. It affects the children,
Yeah.
right? It's definitely not a good thing. So we are getting ready to wrap up in a few. Platinum, any last word, any 2 cents?
As I said before, to all the males, male dominant man out there that do not want to be controlled by a woman, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have a woman that have some nice breasts, right through. You ask a boy, them breasts are nice, see? Woo! Sex turn up. She go control and I say, hey girl, I want to kill you, but me can't kill you, because I like you.
Platinum, why you just come up with these things? Platinum, and you have to be careful on social
Right,
media.
true.
What you promoting, Platinum? Platinum have to get duct tape for your mouth.
Right, true. So, to the man them out there, if you see a woman a going away, I call on your phone all 20 times, call up on video every minute. She call up on video and just start to her and say, babe, I love you, oh, baby, oh, show me your breast. And she show you the breast. And next minute she call her back. And she say, but just talk to your baby. I mean, just have a conversation. I mean, tell her, show me your breast, and show me your breast. What? I'm more breast, why show me? And she goes, I'll pop out the next breast. I say, wow! You go crazy. And she call her back, call 3 more times. There are signs.
Yeah, this chick have a problem.
Yeah,
She has
talk to her.
she has a heavy insecure problem.
Ask her what happened in our past relationship. Because when you first meet a woman, you don't care about the past. You're not looking for the past. You're the present. It's your time now. She's a new car. You're ready to grease her up with the new oil.
What?
Yes. You're ready to give her the new flame. It's your time.
Platinum, you're getting on bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, you. You want to tell her, hey, girl, I like you.
Mm-hmm.
Will you hurt me? Me stab your butt.
Oh!
No, I stab you. Come like you.
Platinum. Platinum, YouTube is
Right,
going
you.
to
I want to joke you.
it's going
But-
to kick us off, Platinum. What's
Yeah.
your word, honey, please?
All right. Ask her about her past. The most important
past,
thing.
yeah.
If you don't want to tell about her past, don't worry about it. Just go and sex her right through until the relationship done.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, I appreciate your opinion, your views, your thoughts, and your advice.
I make sure you go and run your life. If you have money, make sure you run your life. And you just take money and put in a savings account. And when you're ready for fling you out, you just come out and go get your own apartment. Good.
All right.
Yeah.
So you want him to tolerate a little bit if she
Yeah,
if she's
money.
financially stable.
Yes. Make some money from her.
But
yeah.
you're gonna get somebody killed.
No,
Because
you're not going to.
you have women who reach to the level where they would commit homicide.
No, you have a
Because-
bulletproof vest and your helmet. Just come and bust the gun and say, take shot, take gunshot. Say, girl, yeah, I can't tell. You have a bulletproof vest. I just call 911 and say, hey, I got a wicked try to kill me. Hurry up.
And you need to tell 911 that you stayed because of the money.
Yeah.
So now you have to pay the consequences. Yeah. All right. Well, in my opinion, controlling women are definitely a no-no. So for men out there, if you run into a controlling woman and you see the signs that we had previously discussed, trying to control your life, your personal space, don't want you to be involved with your friends and family, and constantly denying you sexual intercourse based on some argument, all these different little things, not washing, not cooking, all these are signs of a controlling woman. She just wants to hang out, but you can't. She keep constantly calling down your phone. She wants to know your whereabouts. It goes on and on and on. These are clearly signs that you are with a controlling person, and it's never going to change. You may try counseling, hopefully it helps, but for the most part, it doesn't change, right? Because she's, as we say in the street term, she's toting, right? She has this inner core that she is not getting healed about, and it's passing on and it's reflecting into her relationship. And even if she leaves you and goes with somebody else, it's gonna pursue itself, because the problem is not you, the problem is her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The
Yeah.
problem is her. And it's not a good bet to be with a person who can control your every move and every life.
Yeah.
No, why? We should be able to know that I went this way, you went that way. You'll be back at a certain time. I expect you, you told me. I mean, we have to have respect within it. You can't just leave bolt out and don't let the person know where you're going.
What?
Excuse me.
It doesn't.
No, because especially the way things are, you can't just be living with somebody or married, platinum, just pick up yourself and leave, and you're not telling any person out of respect.
The bills will soon come.
Right, well, right.
Yeah, I'm so far
At
out.
least, but the way things are going now, you find we going a little more in depth because everything as somebody steps out there is happening to people globally. It's not like long ago. So at least you're gonna say, I'm by Johnny's house, so I'm down on the beach with the friends hanging.
No, that's too much
just
information.
in case. Well, that's if you run in the streets.
What's information?
Because if you run in the streets and you don't want the woman to know your whereabouts, platinum, you need to behave yourself, platinum, before I get a pen and puncture your ear.
The bills will soon come back.
Right, but if something happens, at least she can know where you are.
Shall I see up on the news?
I realize why they call you Pinky. You got the rightest name. Oh. And the nonsense you talking, platinum. I'm going to make a crown. And the crown will state in gold, silver, and glitter. Pinky.
And I heard you said something.
What's that?
I heard you said something about the woman don't want to wash or cook.
Yeah, sometimes she uses that as a weapon. A lot of men go through that.
Yeah, it's 2023. We have the laundromat. And some people have the laundromat inside of their home.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Yeah.
But there are men based on their careers and stuff, they don't have the time for all of that. And even if they want to pay somebody, but just the fact that they and the wife not speaking on bad terms, she shuts down shop.
And the cooking part now, the cooking part.
All right.
Well, you have Italian store, you have Burger King, you have
Yeah, but that
McDonald's,
is
you
for
have
men who
Chinese.
can afford platinum. What about those men who cannot afford? And they're depending on whatever little meal they get at home because they're working so hard to make ends meet with everything to balance, but they cannot afford constantly buying food and they're depending on their wife or wives to help. This is where the side chick comes in. And these women need to wake up because eventually the man, even if you're making a little bit used to get a side chick, and she would treat him nicely, cook for him, and have him all dandied up. And then he'll crawl back home, simple.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to go to the side.
What does he do?
Say, girl, you don't have to cook for me. Just call Mr. Chin. I say, hey, Mr. Chin, give me four
Mr. Chin.
Four chicken wings and some fried rice.
Mr. Chin don't even eat his own food.
And you eat before you go home. You eat before you go home.
Right,
So
wipe your mouth.
Oh, wow.
Wipe your mouth clean.
Oh, you tell me. You do that idiot first eat. We take something.
No, nothing is on your mouth. We're doing an example of how the man will wipe his mouth. He'll wipe his mouth and go in. I never told you to wipe your mouth.
I want
Pinky!
Remember saying me I eat that right through it up. I mean them called dumb and dumber.
You wear it so proud.
Yes.
I've never seen this before. Anyway, folks, we get ready to wrap up the Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. As always, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I had it. It's a pleasure sitting with you. It's a pleasure interacting, communicating, talking, giving opinions, views. And again tonight, do controlling women make good partners? When you sum it up, no, they don't. It's a fungus.
Yes.
It's a negative partner.
It's a system dog.
It's a system dog as platinum, of course.
Yes.
It's not a good person to be with, right? So, and then women out there, if you have sons, I mean, we can't tell our sons who to be with, but give them some advice and guidance, all right?
Yes.
To choose better and to choose. Stop letting the body and the curves and the whatever mesmerize the head, and then you get up in
That's
some
a
mess.
mad man.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
You all, you.
Ah, that's pretty. Whoa, look at it. Right,
no.
Hey,
This
girl, enough cook for
platinum.
me. Mr. Chin there.
Oh,
I'm watching
boy.
it. Laundromat.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. So we're ending off here tonight. And
Yes.
As always, it's a pleasure. As I said before, next week, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and so forth. And tell a friend.
Yeah.
And always look out for us. We're putting up videos on YouTube. We're building our channel. And then we'll go back to streaming. So right now, we're just working on building the channel. And then, we'll go back to streaming.
And don't take me, ladies, please, I'm asking you, don't take me that serious. Because I might come to your house and want you to cook me some food. And then
Right.
I said I listened to the Pinky and the Brain talk show, and you was talking something else. Go to the Chinese. Right, true. Lick the chip again.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, so in the background here, we're ending off with some boys calling, what's the name of the song again? Peace of mind or peace.
Yeah.
Right, so this is what men want at the end of the day, peace of mind. Right? So keep it locked, same place, tomorrow Sunday. We are doing recording again.
Yeah, we're doing recording again.
All right, so our tradition. Pinky and the Brain Talk Show. Here to take over the world.
Like Google.
It's a talk show with a difference. All right, nice. And stay positive, stay focused. Despite of what you may be going through, keep your head up, and sky's the limit.
And don't make them get a lick at you.
All right. Pinky and the Brain.
Talk.
You will notice